to mimic the alpine.
So you get to work with Daddy today, right?
I mean, look at the size of this rock.
So can I braid your hair tonight and then you braid mine? Look at this guy.
That one always shows up to work too.
We actually went hiking to one of his favorite spots in the alpine.
Have you seen the vlogs?
Nope.
Welcome to living the Aquascape lifestyle. All right, so here we are. You said it's a front yard water feature?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Nice. Okay, Diego, we're at Abbotsford.
Still in Abbotsford, yeah.
We're with Gord and Gareth. And I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. And in is coming Dan and Dean. And we are out on our tour visiting beautiful aquascape water features all over British Columbia. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I love this house. Look at how awesome that house is. I love that siding. And listen to that sound. I love the little driftwoods that are in here. The stone is just beautiful. This blue stone. Wow. This is so fun. This looks terrific. I love their use of logs that these guys do. But look at the size of some of these rocks. I bet you this is an 800-pound rock that I'm standing on right now. You can only put it in with a machine.
So I had a request from this customer. This is something I've never had before. I had a request from him. He said, my happy place is the alpine. So he likes hiking and mountain biking out in the alpine with long meadows, little trees that look like they're struggling because of the temperatures up there and the winds and just everything they have to put up with, rock and all that stuff. And he says, I want to do something like that in my front yard. Meandering long stream. I want some trees that are native to us. I want some native plants. And so we actually came up with a little something very different here. So we came up with this. Pondless waterfall is about 75 feet long. And we have just all these different Serbian spruce, a bunch of different alders, a bunch of different grasses and different types of flowers and meadow grasses that really grow in the alpine quite a bit, and tried our hand at doing something a little different. We actually went hiking to one of his favorite spots in the alpine and tried to recreate this here. And I think it came out pretty close, you know, with, of course, its challenges, that the fact that we're not actually in the alpine and don't have those temperatures. In the alpine, you don't see a lot of round rock. You're going to see more jagged ledge rock and things like that. So we really wanted to incorporate that here, and lots of stumps and driftwood, and this really turned out amazing. So this is a front yard. Abbotsford Airport is right there. That's the landing strip. He wanted just a really unique way to get into the front yard. Have this little off spin of this path just so you can come sit here and enjoy this really cool little low profile waterfall. But as you go up this path, it's just phenomenal. You got this one cool stone step here. You got pathway lighting. You got all these trees. And again, we wanted these trees to look like they're sort of struggling to mimic the alpine. You got this cool bridge that you can go across. And now you can do two things. You can come over here. There's a nice bench. You can sit here and enjoy this top falls. We were originally going to create even a bigger berm here to create a nice little cascade or waterfall in here, but he wanted something so low profile. So this is what we came up with here. You got a spillway right in here and another one over here. I love that how it comes back in and eddies through here, works its way up underneath the bridge. And then the cool thing is we wanted to give him another little place to hang out. It's quite windy here, as you can see. So we made this little stone stair pathway to get you down to this little patio. Now he puts out some furniture once it gets a little warmer. And then we put in this little tributary, small waterfall in here. And this is just an aqua basin in here with a little 2,000 gallon an hour aqua surge pump and some driftwood. And we just wanted something really soft. So this is just super cool. Very, very different style project, especially with the planting. I mean, look at the size of this rock. This rock is like 3 feet tall or so. It's about 4 feet wide this way. And it's just a really good centerpiece to get you up here. So this is a mountain hemlock. You see these up in the alpine quite a bit. So we have quite a few of those. And then we have some Serbian spruce. Those aren't exactly native, but they do look very similar to some of the larger spruce that we'll have up in these mountains. But those spruce will grow so big here. We wanted something that stays a little bit smaller. So we went with the Serbians. So I'm hoping in a few years, what we're going for here is we're hoping that all of this spreads. We might even add some more plants at some point, but we want this to be a green meadow of just plants everywhere around here. For a pondless waterfall of this magnitude with the size of these boulders, you got 15 or 1,800 gallon reservoir in here. It's hard to remember. Aqua blocks, pump vaults. We have 3-inch lines. We have stumps, stone bridges, and all of that. You're probably looking at about 90 to 110,000 depending on access. And then when you do the rest of the landscaping and stuff, you're probably going to be closer to the $150,000 category with the pathways and the small patios down there. That extra little waterfall down there is about $6,100 installed. So that's just to give you guys an idea what something like of this magnitude costs. I mean, check out this cool bench he put here. Who does this in their front yard?
So Kevin, how did this whole idea come about? You know, not too many people have a bridge to get into the front of their house.
Yeah, so I love the mountains. That's kind of my thing, is the mountains, and unfortunately couldn't put our house in the mountains, so we had to bring our mountains to the house, and that was the whole idea here, was let's find a way to bring some mountains down to where we live.
And your wife was equally yoked with this?
She kind of didn't know exactly what it was going to look like, so she kind of went out and trusted me, and I guess I trusted the Fontana guys.
Are you happy with Diego and Dan?
Oh man, it's been awesome. Not too many times do you work with someone and you come away after the experience and you say they're not just people who I worked with, but they're friends now. So,
amen.
Yeah, it's been great.
Well, we love pond customers because it's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a water feature, is a lifestyle.
I will say this, it's the first customer that's ever taken me hiking to go find what kind of landscape he wanted to replicate around this feature. So we went up, took a really cool trip up a crazy logging road up into the alpine and got to walk around for a couple hours up there. It was beautiful. So really worth it to be able to get an idea of the vision that he wanted to recreate. And it's going to take some time for these things to mature in the landscape, but I really think it's going to be...
Well, there's not a single person that comes to your house that walks to the front and doesn't say something.
Oh, we get so many compliments, and I'm sure delivery guys want to just come and sit here for a while after.
Okay, so phase 2 is right there. I can picture something right down the little rotunda, yeah.
We definitely have a little space there.
Some drilled boulders would look great out there. Do you like puppies? Who does not like puppies? Love that log. Cute dog. So unique. Each water feature is a unique work of art, one-of-a-kind custom creation, because every setting is different, every stone is unique, but the process to build them remains the same. So you're saying that's the border right there, huh?
Yep.
There's border agents in there, so that's Washington over there.
Yep. So this is the Sumas border. It goes over to Sumas, Washington, and then we're in Abbotsford.
Oh yeah, USA border. Okay, I'm drinking my Timmy Horton coffee, and we are with Diego and Fontana, and Dan is with us too. He's behind us with his cute daughter. What town are we in?
We're in Abbotsford.
Abbotsford. We're back in Abbotsford, and we're getting to see a pond or a pondless.
This is going to be pondless.
You built when?
We built this in 2020.
So it's 2 years old, and here it is. Look, you come right up. What do you see? A beautiful pondless waterfall by Fontana Water Features. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy, and it's all about showcasing how people out here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, live the aquascape lifestyle. Look at this guy. He said he's not home, right? But he's cutting the lawn while he's not home.
That's right.
Yes, our world is changing.
That one always shows up to work too.
That's good. Does this one always show up to work?
Yes, it's ready for Aquascape.
I love that hat. That is cute. So you get to work with Daddy today, right? And be on the vlogs. Have you seen the vlogs?
Nope.
So this is a pondless waterfall we built a couple years ago, and I'm actually shocked at how white the rock looks. I wonder if we bleached it or something, but it's a great little waterfall. Usually you have Mount Baker, Washington just right there. It's a pretty big volcano just across the border. Looks phenomenal. But this pondless waterfall is about 25 feet long, and I think we have an oversized reservoir. We have 14 large aqua blocks in here, and that's just so he could never really top it up or do anything to it. Unfortunately, a lot of plants died. We had a really tough winter, and a lot of plants didn't make it. Last time we were here, it was actually quite grown in and looking really beautiful. But nevertheless, this thing is looking fantastic. We also put in this patio just so they could enjoy this. Built a little bit of a retaining wall here. And I mean, he's got a great little outdoor living space here. Really fantastic views of a little bit of everything.
Yeah, my Oma had to pull this rope and then...
I'm learning all about horses. So can I braid your hair tonight and then you braid mine?
I can't braid yours.
Why not?
Because it's too short.
Oh, shoot.
You have to grow it.
All right, this is amazing. This is a tulip bush. Look at this thing, our tulip tree. Look at the size of these tulips. I'm not even down south. That is absolutely gorgeous. And this is absolutely gorgeous. As always, another beautiful aquascape water feature that sounds and looks beautiful. If you're interested in living the aquascape lifestyle, check out the link below to find a certified aquascape contractor. I love my job.